How's it going, guys? I'm In Your Potato and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft series. In this series we're going to be building furniture in the game Minecraft. We are going to have a bunch of parts to this series, and in each episode I'm going to build a different room, but I'm not actually going to build the room, I'm just going to build the furniture for the room, and then at the end I'm just going to put everything together just like to make a beautiful looking house. So in this episode we're just going to go with the kitchen, and we're going to build the furniture in the kitchen. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the oven. So to do that you just simply place down a furnace like so, and then get a wooden trapdoor. Holding shift, click on the bottom half so you don't click on it. On the bottom half while holding shift, and then place the trapdoor and then flick it up. You can open and close it, and then that's the oven part. Now we're going to add the stove on top. To do that you need a detector rail, hold shift, place the detector rail like that, and you've got a little stove just around there. So the next thing we're going to make is the fridge. So simply you're going to get some quartz and you're going to place one quartz block like that. Then you get an iron door and you're going to turn around and push your back against that, and then place the door like that. So it should look like that. And then you'll want to get the quartz slab and place it on the top half of the door while holding shift. So that makes it look a bit more like a fridge where it's got the shelf. Then you can either get quartz or wood. Personally I'm going to use wood because it looks a bit better to fill up the outside. And then right here you're going to place a block of quartz. Then you're going to get a chest. Have a bunch of chests. Then you're going to place the chest like that. Then get a quartz slab and place it on top so you can still open the chest. Then you can get some wood slabs like that without clicking on the chest, just like that, and then you can build around it. The next thing you're going to need is a lever. I don't actually have a lever on me, so I've got a crafting table. I'm just going to make a wooden button real quick. So this will do. Anything that you can use to open it, I just use this wooden button, and as you open it you can go on the inside. Next thing however, you're going to add some blocks around the outside so it looks a bit more darker on the inside, so it doesn't look like it's open to the outside. Then you click on it and you can just click on the chest and grab the items from it. We're going to put some raw food in there now, and yes, see you guys for the next furniture. Okay guys, so now we're building the sink. Sink is pretty straightforward. You just get a cauldron and don't jump in it, and then you can get some blocks and just stack up behind it. Fill the cauldron with water like so, and flick this, put a thing, what do you call them, lever, and then flick it so it's down so it looks a bit like a tap, sorry. It doesn't really, but it's close enough to, you can like get a texture pack where you can style that white to make it look a bit better and stuff, and make that look like a tap. But now that is going to do. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be making a freezer, which I'm going to put on top of the fridge. So I'll just get up here, throw that block like that. So we want it here, right here. So we're going to place a quartz slab like that, and holding shift to place the trapdoor like that. Then you're going to get a hopper and place it right there. No, wait, place it there. Sorry. And then you're going to do this on either side, like that. Can you place it there? No, okay, so do that and that, and then you can destroy these two as well and replace them with quartz blocks. Be a bit easy, just like that. And then you fill this up like so, and then you get a lever or a button again. I forgot to get that, so I'll quickly just make a button real quick, just like this. And then so we've got a button there and a button there. Preferably you would use a lever like that to place there so you can close it up and keep it closed without having to have it open all the time. And then when you open it, you can simply click on the hopper in there, and that's like a mini, like, chest, I guess. It's not really a chest because it transfers items and everything. So you can just build the back up like that, and voila, you keep that closed. Then you've got yourself a nice looking freezer. Okay, now we're going to build the little cupboard area, but first I'm going to just flick that up so you can see what I meant from before, like that. So then you can open it, grab the stuff out of the freezer, and then close it. If you come over here, we are going to build the wood, I guess you call it. So simply just gonna go and stack up some wood like this, get 2 slabs and place them on the second half so you have a little bit of a slab gap between there, and then you can stack up with wood like that, and then you cover the top, and we're going to go over here and we're going to place a chest right here. So I've got a couple more chests, so just stack up like that, and then you can open the chest. I'll go quickly make some doors. Don't have any doors on me, sorry about that. Oh, it gives me 3. I need 3. So after you got the doors, simply just turn your back like we did on the fridge and place them like that. You can open it like that, and you can click on the chest. Then place two slabs on top of the chest so you can still open it, and then get some wood and place it around the back like this, and there you go. Get yourself a nice little cupboard or pantry. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna build is sort of like this little crafting table sort of thing. It's a bit hard, like, you wouldn't see them houses, I just think they look pretty cool. So you're just gonna place a crafting table, gonna make a wooden pressure plate, and hold shift and place the pressure plate on top. Then you can either get trapdoors, but I prefer getting ladders. So I'm gonna make some sticks so I can make some ladders. So just like that. So then you can place a ladder there, don't bother on the sides because there'll be blocks like that and that next to it. And the only way to click on it is you go in that little black area there, that little like brown ring around the pressure plate which is on top, and I think that looks pretty cool. It's like where you make food, like that's like a chopping board or whatever, and yeah. So next thing we're gonna add is the cabinet on top of the pantry. So it's pretty straightforward, similar to the freezer. I'm actually not going to build it on top, I'll just build it over here. So just get a couple blocks up and then place a slab right there, get the trapdoor, place the trapdoor as a chest, sorry, place the trapdoor up like that, stack up a couple blocks, get to the top, oh, fell. Then you can place a block behind here, get a hopper. I don't have a hopper. I'll quickly get a hopper and I'll be back. Okay, so I got a hopper, so you simply just place the hopper there, so when you open it you can click on the hopper like that, sort of like the freezer, and then simply just place blocks around the outside. Get up one, place blocks like this, get up another one, place blocks over the top. This one's a bit different because the freezer was on top of a door, which means the hopper has to go one higher. But yeah, that's sort of the pantry. So if I open this and click on my item hopper, if you can't reach it you can step back and click on it, just like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, we'll move on to the next item now. So now we're going to make the dining table. So it's simply just a piece of wood. I placed 2 slabs there, I'm going to move that. So a piece of wood there, and wherever else you're going to put it, you want to do it there. And then you add slabs at the top for however long you want it to go. I'm going to go about there, and then place another 2 wood and a slab in the middle. You got your little dining table. Now for the chairs, pretty simple. Place one there, place one there, one there, and that is off. Hold up. Place one there. It's gonna be off. I'll just quickly get rid of this, make it a bit shorter, just 1 block shorter, just like that. So let's try that. The fence will now be, sorry, the stairs will be there, the chairs. So like this. So you've got like a little dining table, and you can still walk through here without having to like do anything. You can sit and you can eat. You can add like flowers and cake to the table, or you can just leave it how it is, or you can do whatever you want to do with it. And that's basically the dining table, and we'll see you guys for the next piece of furniture. So the next thing we're going to build is a microwave. So you sort of just create 3 blocks and then place it on top. Now the thing is, you can't place trapdoors on the side, so you have to either do it like the oven, but so it's not similar to the oven. I do it from the top without placing the chest. I do it from the top like that, so it looks a bit more. And then you can place some things on the side. I like to place, you can place trapdoors all the way around, or you can place a couple ladders or something, just to make it look pretty cool. And you can jump on top and stuff. You can also place like a pressure plate on top or something. Do I have any? No, I don't. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically the microwave. Okay, so we're back to the next piece of furniture. The next piece of furniture is going to be like a little place to sit and eat. So you simply just do like about 4 or however long you want it, and then slabs going on the top like that, all the way across. Then you get a stair on each, a ladder, sorry, wait, what are these called? Fences, sorry. And each, wherever you want it, make sure they're apart so they don't connect to each other. And then you can place a, if I can get up, you can place a chair there, a chair there. Sort of connects to the table, I know, but looks pretty cool. You like, if you want, you can actually bring this up a couple blocks, which is actually what I'm going to do. So you destroy these, move this up like that, and then if I can get up, then you bring this out one, so like that. And to get onto the table, I like to add an actual stair to get up, or you can just add a block like this and then just jump up, which is what I'm going to do. So just like that, you jump up, and then you can just sit and eat like this, sit in this area, nom. And that's it for that one. So next we're going to build the drawers. So simply you just place wood along the ground, and then you just go like, get one of these and place it on each one of them, just like that, and you got yourselves some drawers. And to make it look a bit more better, there are 2 ways you can actually do this. You can do that way and then like lift it up, or you can just make it so you can't actually open it by using some buttons. So that's kind of like a drawer. You open it and it should come out. I prefer this, so I'll go grab a couple more. Oh, there's grab a grab a couple more buttons real quick. I just made 25 buttons. So place them like that, and you got yourself some drawers, and then you can place like other things on top of it. Like, I'm not sure if you can do this. Let me try something. If you place a material down, can you put a button on it? Yes, you can. So you can make that sort of like a little drawer if you want to, or something like that. So yeah, next piece coming up. Okay, so there's one more thing to do, and that is the floor. With the floor, there is, for the kitchen, I like to do checkered floor like this, so you get your block of coal and quartz. If you're doing this on survival, I would suggest using white wool and black wool because it's easier to get than block of coal and block of quartz. So you sort of just, but if you're doing it on creative or something, you can just build it like this. So that looks pretty cool. It looks more realistic than if you were just to use wool. And that's basically it. So yeah. Okay guys, so there's one thing I forgot to do, and that is to get a flower and put it in the middle of my dining table. So I'm going to quickly run over and grab this flower right here, zoom back to the flower, zoom back to place the flower, palette thingy, whatever, and jump up here and boom. So it's a little flower in the middle. You can add plates, as pressure plates are pretty good to use as plates. They're really like nice and fancy. I would go with the iron one, the heavyweight ones, whatever they're called. And yeah, so we got the I'll get through all the objects right now. We got the cabinet, we have the what do you call that, a pantry, we have the sink, the freezer, the fridge, some more mutton in it, we have the oven and stove, we have the little crafting chopboard thingy, we have a microwave, we have our stools. Sit here and relax. We have some drawers and we have the dining table. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next video will be me making the bathroom, and then after I've made all the rooms, we're gonna put it all together in a spectacular looking house. And if you want, you can go, I'll give you a download link to this house. It'll be pretty cool. So yeah, make all this into one little room, not on camera because that'll be a bit boring. And then while I'm doing that, and then after that I'll build the what do you call it, bathroom, that's right. So I don't have any potatoes to give you today, so unfortunately I'm just gonna have to randomly select something, and it was Oakwood Stairs. So thank you guys for watching, and have some Oakwood Stairs. Hope you enjoyed.